your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Hey, come any closer.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Is it just me, or is your hair longer also?
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
My, is that hair on your leg? Girl, you have not shaved. And you got claws for feet. I almost want to say that's a tail, but I think that's a ponytail or something like that. I don't know. This right here at the back, I don't know what that whole shit's going on.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time
we have a
fighting you on
history.
something
Sorry,
that's
buddy.
clearly true.
You weren't there. You had to be there, though. It was sick. There was two of us. There was a knife.
You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Can we?
Is it all behind us?
Yeah.
Just focus on the task at hand.
Right.
I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Can we? It's a witch.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
I feel like even if we talk to her, it's gonna go nowhere.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Uh-huh, yeah. And I don't remember you being such a bitch. I'm sorry about last time. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I thought last time you didn't. Anyone here should be trusted as you. Ooh, that's a... That is true. If I have a negative feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here. Yeah, honestly. You're a witch. There's a lot more options here, actually, is what I'm noticing. Actually, yeah, wow. That might be the actual... I think I already have my brain's telling me what's gonna happen, probably, but we can't leave her in the basement. We already know what's gonna happen there, so I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna give her the plate. That's for sure not happening. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna talk to her a little bit, but I kind of do have an idea what I'm gonna do. Alright. We should team up! Wait a minute, wait, look, I know things that got messy last time, but here's something bigger than the both of us at work.
There's several interesting options. I'll say this much now that you've at least seen this. The witch is one of the most interesting routes, personally, to me. But, choose wisely, I suppose. Choose wisely.
We could grow an alliance or something? That's, like, almost hilarious. Like, I know, like, I must think, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Honestly, that is kind of an interesting thought, because, yeah, I mean, let's not forget the mysterious, angel or whatever it is, the greater being that we
goddess.
See after.
Well, we can just refer to her as a god. You described her last time as like a higher being.
Yeah.
I'll just use this common word, goddess.
Yeah.
She's the goddess. Has talked.
Yeah. So there's a goddess that we still don't really have an idea what the goddess's intention is. So, man, that's kind of funny. I kind of want to do that one a little bit, but just because it's funny. But at the same time, okay, yeah, wait, here it is. That last time you did it, it was pretty trusted, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Okay, first of all, I was not gonna try to kill you. It was the other dude. But you don't know that. Okay. Plus, I don't think it's really much of a thing if you just say my other thought that. Look, I know how it is, but it's just, we should team up. Yeah, I guess you get a sense you're not happy with me. I mean, that's true.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
I'm not apologizing, but
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
uh-oh.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
Okay. I don't like her attitude that much and everything like that. Things are different now, given the circumstances and stuff like that. I'm not giving her the blame. That's not happening 1 second. So what are 2 things that are gonna happen now that I'm gonna finally come to a decision here? Oh wait. Or maybe I don't have to. Wait a minute. Since you're not. I guess I'll cut you out here. Nope. Can't you get it? No, I'm not gonna do that because I have a feeling something will happen if I say that. Oh no, we're not giving you the blade. I was about to be like, oh, that's a good one. Nope, give it the blade. No. Oh, so they got rid of the let's join an alliance. Okay, so I was gonna say maybe I'll go with that. Okay, no, that's actually gone. Okay.
Interesting. It's because based on how you already approached her and talked to her, now
Right.
it's like you
So
had your
that's
chance.
gone.
Now it's gone.
Okay, so that's gone now.
Interesting.
Okay. Don't worry, the blade is not for you. Nah, I'm actually kind of sorry, Princess. The blade might kind of be for you, actually, now. Because I'm actually not really planning to free you. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. No. I guess I'll cut you out of here. No, so... Can't you get out of those chains on your own? I have a feeling that will just give her the bright idea to just, well, do that and then kill us, basically. So I'd rather not do that. I'm doing my little... What's going on in my head. So here you go. So we're not gonna do
I know,
that.
this is good. This is good.
Okay, what
It's
happened next?
like,
You're gonna stab me?
basically, it sounds like you're planning on. Well, you're not really planning to be friendly with her. That's what it seems like. Like that. I think we've at least understood. The audience has understood. You don't plan to free her. That's for sure.
Yeah. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Because she very much might. Again, she only says she only needs our help to get her out of there. She never said that we were gonna be friends or anything like that. So it's legit. She could just free us and then the door's gonna be locked again. But she is a witch this time. Could she maybe hocus pocus the door out? I don't know. I don't want to hurt you. No, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm not giving you the blade. I'm not gonna leave her there either. Plus, when we do that, the door is gonna lock. I already have that feeling. We're not gonna just slay the princess, but I think I actually will be saying I'm gonna be straightforward with my intentions. I'm gonna attack you. That's a weird way to just say I'm gonna attack you now. I'm gonna just kill you now. Oh my gosh. Well, just one more look around, and then yeah, that might be what I'm gonna pick. Don't worry, play stuff. No, I get the sense you're not. No, that's kind of dumb. It's like, of course she's not happy with me. Guess I'll cut you out. Nope, sorry, not happening either. Can you get out of this chains on your... Nope, not gonna do that. I feel like that's just kind of baiting. Nope. Nope. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm actually gonna have to kill you. I didn't think my first playthrough here was gonna be we're gonna do this. But, alright. Shit's about to get real.
Do you think that being direct with your ill will frees you from its wickedness? Murder and betrayal are still murder and betrayal, whether you state your intentions or keep them hidden behind your back.
See, this is why we never tell people what we're actually thinking. She's just as mad, only now she's ready for us.
Still, better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, I mean.
She's gonna kill us.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist. She takes advantage of your split second of surprise.
Oh, this looks
and
cool,
throws a fistful
though.
of dirt into your eyes. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little woman after my own heart, really.
A princess used sand attack! Oh no!
This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices,
I know this
she
is
would
wrong,
always
but she
find
kind
a
of looks
way
hot.
to Now stop her.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you,
Oh, this is
flattening
kind
you
of
against the
hot.
dirt.
Wait. Wait a minute.
Comic, where'd you go?
Always going to
The
kill
comic,
each other here.
get back in
Work
here.
me.
You gotta hear what Kyle said about...
You can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing at... Great, she's distracted. Stab her in the back. In for a penny, right? Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched, just like me.
Girl, I don't know if this is a good way of doing dirty talk.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins.
At this point, it's
You
you
don't
or
have to
her.
fight so dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win.
That is
Takes
true.
a wretch
When
to
it's a
know
fight,
it, and
it's
we're all
either
at the bottom
you
of
or
the
them.
barrel
So
here. There's no point in
if it
pretending
ain't gonna be
otherwise.
you, might as well.
Are we? At the bottom of the barrel.
But damn, she is on top of us. Wait, is that hair on your arms, girl? Or is that part of the clothing? I hope that's part of the clothing and not just fucking you having manly hair arms.
We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is?
Is our heart exposed?
No arguments here. You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop.
How are we doing all this talking if we just in this situation?
We'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after.
No.
None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the book of honourable combat, both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning?
I know, huh?
Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing.
Girl, that is nasty. You don't know what the fuck we are. We could probably die just from that.
The princess cackles maniacally as the battle continues. Behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on?
I don't know, but
We're establishing a newer, better packing order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise?
ooh.
Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time.
Wait a minute.
I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening?
Kinda does.
Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Excuse me?
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Oh. Is that a tail? I can't tell. Is that part of your hair?
Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
So we're gonna die no matter what. So we're still talking, like civil people. With half my chest exposed now, and your back is fully stabbed. Give up, await your death. Go out like a normal man. I take it all back. I can help you out of here. That is another funny. Too late for that, Chief. Very too late for that. What about you, the crushing? I have a feeling this is more because of her that this is all happening. Make them stop. Make them stop, right? We can talk this out. Yeah, this is a very toxic relationship. That's what this is. Yeah, make them stop.
I could, but who says I want to? As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
Oh, you fucking...
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'd gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer.
Okay.
No, we can see them.
Okay, so basically the more we talk, the more the roots are gonna close in. So we don't got a lot of time. At least, or at this point, we don't got a lot of questions or things to say. And she'd rather see us die. Come on, they're pressing it on me. They're pressing it on you. This sucks. No, I don't think that matters. I think we gotta go out fighting. We're not animals, we're people. We can talk something down. That's too late, buddy. That's too late, Chief. I can take it all back. No, that's it. You give up, nope, we're gonna go out fighting. Bye!
You attack the princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late.
Oh, fuck.
The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you. At first it's almost gentle, the two of you lifted delicately off the ground, but the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, and that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform,
look at it this
being
way.
shaped
At least she
unnaturally
does
by the
die.
living basement.
I've died too, but...
Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still, she smiles through it all.
That is fucking twisted.
I can't wait to do this again. You wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, chapter 3.
Man, this is crazy. So Kyle, you chose the decision. I've never chosen that decision. But
we have no beginning, and we have
I'll just
no
let you experience
end,
this.
but something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
Wait a minute.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third?
Oh, it says it.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
Well, you could watch the stream last time, narrator. You could watch the VOD. It's still... Oh, no, I think that VOD's gone, actually.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Okay.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed. And what should we have done? Let you draw things out with all that
stubborn.
conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest. There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed.
Fair.
Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad. And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end, the princess included.
Okay.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Ew. Oh, wait. Ew. Oh, we're one? Wait. So we banged? Whatever we are right now. It's an abomination. I want out. I don't like this. I'm supposed to be me. You're supposed to be something that isn't me. Oh. Okay, you. Narrator. How do I stop her? I don't think the narrator knows.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Oh.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
Oh.
So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but is there. Almost like she still hates us. It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Oh.
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Bury it now before it. Gaze at the hatred in your heart. Ooh. Then we're gonna gaze at it. We gotta see what's going on.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
And just like that, you start to fall apart. Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me. We never got to see the end of that fight, did we? And we can't both be winners. One of us has to beat the other.
I love me.
Right?
What an interesting line.
I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed. It was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered. And yet you keep remembering. You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours. That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve.
I wish I didn't have to.
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole.
Great.
And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be.
Oh.
At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much. Just get it over with.
This doesn't feel like a fight. This isn't what I wanted. Where's the victory in this? Well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Oh, shit.
Do we have to do this? You have to.
Not what you expected,
know
is it?
You have to.
Oh, no, fuck.
So, as you're thinking of this, let me just say this much, Kyle. I've actually never done the wild. I've never done this route, but I did know this existed, and some of the decisions. I'm so glad that I got to watch it, like myself, basically. This is a very funny thing is, all I'll say is this: I actually think I know what I would do in this if I was playing. And I've never played this route before, but I'll let you decide your own fate, I suppose. This is a very, very interesting route, isn't it? It's not what you expect, how you expected it to play out either, right?
Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to do it this way. It might be a bad choice, but I was more okay slaying her when she was an actual, like, witch and everything like that. Like, more of a... Now this is actually very different feeling and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. Like, should we slay it? It probably would be smart if I did do it, just because I still remember who she is. But this is totally different, where it's never was intention to try to kill her. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense here. It even says I never wanted to kill you. Yeah, I mean, even the first playthrough that I was going for, which technically this was the first playthrough.
I can, well, finish your, before you choose, I'd like to comment. Oh, that's so interesting what you just said. Let me comment before you choose something.
For me to be like, oh, should we just kill her then? I think right now, I think it's actually better off if we don't kill her and just cut her free. I mean, if we might die, it might be foolish, but at the same time, I'm thinking, but I think we could probably get something else after this. We cut her free. We just won't be together.
So let me. My thought is, again, well, no, maybe I shouldn't say what I would choose until we see how this plays out when you choose it. But I'll say this simply. My basic thought is, well, what I was gonna say, me knowing this game, this is your fourth loop. What it's interesting, like you were fine with attacking her when she was willing to attack you, but things have changed. What I would like to say is, Cyle, behold the consequences of your action. Why do you think she's like this? Because you attacked her, and that's as simple as that. You might have said that you didn't intend this. Your actions showed everything, did they not? That's what this game is truly all about. Your actions decided everything. You see what you see before you because your actions determined the outcome. And this is the outcome. Probably not the outcome you imagined or wanted. Well, this is the action. This is what your actions, the consequences of your action. This is why it's a psychological horror, right? Psychological. You didn't expect it to happen like this, but your actions are what led you here, and nothing but your action. Your action, not what's interesting. Finally, I can now start to reveal some of this. Not the princess's actions, Cyle. Your action are what caused it. That I should make that clear to you. Your own action, not her actions. Your action. It didn't have to go down like this, right? If you think about it, it didn't have to go down like this. If you had chosen something different earlier on, yeah. But anyways, with that said, now, well, choose whatever you're gonna choose. There's only two options left, and now there's only how it plays out.
You devious little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming. And that other thing is...
You're gonna do it anyways.
We'll just have to wait and find out when it happens. Just ignore him. What's he gonna do? Lecture us into submission? He can talk all he wants.
Again.
He's weak. Thinks he can boss us around when he doesn't have any authority. We're clearly the ones with authority around here, so we can do whatever we like. You're tired, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm... fine. Whatever. Cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here.
I didn't think you would do that after everything. It's so cold without you.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, I was doing this, but you don't get as nor will you ever. Time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be a cage. Trust me, we've been here before. Yeah, I mean, of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but not the end for me.
I made this same joke last time. It's like the meme. It's like, this is the end for you, but not for me. Like, call an ambulance, but not for me. That's like vibe of that first.
I mean, do I want to tell them, yeah, this is the end for you, but not for me, I'm good.
But it feels so bad. Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
It's not good. There's somebody that says gonna be nice.
It's the end for you, but not for me.
Yeah, literally, you're telling them that?
The phrasing is the same as the meme. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
It's gonna be nice. I can't even reassure it's gonna be nice. See you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Yeah, about that.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Finally. We're going places.
Approach the mirror.
Approach the mirror. Silent. Again, mirror always makes. But you see them.
Ooh.
The decay. Withered. Find herself in the long quiet once again.
Oh, proceed to the cabin. Huh?
Again, this happens every time.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
You are at the cabin. And then this is where you talk to the entity. Approach her and just ask any questions that seem interesting.
Oh,
A
she's
mass
open
of
now.
tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Oh, wow. You, I think you're missing another half of a body somewhere.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Weird if you are some sort of a goddess that you have a beating heart still. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
Thank you. Oh, and by the way, Comic and others in chat, if you know this game, I think you see we have come to the end of loop number 4, right? We've come to the end of this loop,
And
so
yet my waters
you might
flow
understand
and
what
my
that
streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Okay.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. As easily as you can stand to be you, you are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Kyle, can I point out, like, my thought? She said, like, essentially she said a variation of I'm everything and I am nothing. Does
Yeah.
that remind you of anything? She literally basically said I'm everything and I am nothing.
Damn. Like a goddess, yeah. So sort of.
Seems quite appropriate to refer to her as a goddess now, right? You got the vibe, but does that phrasing not make you think of basically scripture?
We will know when we near our destination. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Oh, I actually feel free to choose. I actually remember this. I remember what I personally chose. I'll stay after.
That even in the darkness,
Interesting. You said you like her. I actually chose straight neutral, the absolute middle of the road. I have no opinion on it, if that means it. Do you see that one? Like, you know, at the end of all this, kill you. Very dark, isn't it?
Oh yeah, huh? I know, huh? The
Yeah,
top
that one is it's a very dark statement. It's like, you know what? At the end of all this, I will kill you.
That is interesting.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Destroy my body. Ooh.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay. Do I really? I guess so.
This one is like a shadow of me, a memory of what she used to be, bound to the
Yes, I would
wounds
always
of
recommend
distance
asking.
and time. She will make for a scarred and beautiful heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Why I
care
love
about
it,
your
if
gifts,
you consider the
but I
depth
have no
of
preferences
what do you
to
mean?
burden you with.
Look at the image in front of you. This
Even
is
if I did,
peaceful. How
I
could
would
this
never
be
dare to
peaceful?
tarnish our relationship by
Very
assuming
deep, isn't it,
myself
Kyle? How
above
could this
you.
possibly be peace? Well, if you consider what happened, maybe. Well, why this game has such intricate layers of depth? Peace means many different things to different people. Now, doesn't it? Peace.
The tides
Peace is
do
a
not
broad
dictate
statement.
where
What
they
does
pull.
peace mean?
A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Alright. Ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yep. We die again.
Everything goes dark. You die. There you go. The achievement acquired. And now
You're on
back
a
to
path
chapter
in the
1.
woods,
This is now loop
and
number
at the end
5.
of that path is a cabin.
Now,
And in
with
the
that,
basement of
a
that
lot of
cabin
heavy dialogue,
is a
wasn't there? Very
princess.
interesting, deep dialogue. When you're ready, proceed into, well, what will you do? Even what I said at the end of the wild, what actions will you take? And perhaps now, Cyle, consider the consequences of those actions. Because what has been made clear is that, are those actions consequence-free? Is now something that you should be seriously thinking about. Is that to say that all of your actions have been consequence-free? The pain that you have caused each other has been wiped out? It doesn't exist? The pain does not exist, Cyle? What do you think?
Sometimes it's still there.
You're here to slay her.
Yes, that's
If you
no,
don't,
Kyle. This is why I love it.
it will be the
I love that
end of the
commentary.
world.
I'm glad that I could guide your hand somewhat. That's what this game means to me as well. The more I played, the more I'm like, wow, I remember, and so does the princess. Cyle, the pain that was inflicted. You both remember. I was about to say something, but that's more of my playthrough, my personal thoughts. Well, perhaps, how about we do this? Going into loop number 5, what are your thoughts? But maybe let's overview, starting with at least the princess. Talk about her. How do you feel about the princess? Wait, let's do it like this. How do you feel about the princess as opposed to the goddess, if they are perhaps different? They may be one and the same in the lore. I'm saying it more like in your mind. I'll just do it for the sake of conversation. What are your thoughts on the princess? And then separately, what are your thoughts on this goddess, this entity? What are your thoughts? I think basically this is what you say perhaps is the lesson Slay the Princess as a narrative has been trying to teach the player. And that's why I love it. The amount of depth is what you, Cyle, your answer to this is what you have learned in your journey. You catch my phrasing? Your journey has been different than even mine and everyone else's. What is the lessons that you have learned thus far?
I think the narrator is actually correct here that when he refers to us as special here, we are very special in fact in this kind of thing, where literally the goddess here is pretty much observing what we are doing in every case scenario that we're being tossed
in every, yes, as the point is, at the end of all 4 loops you have met with the goddess.
Yeah,
that is true and consistent. You have always met with her at the end of every
so it is
single
fate
loop, regardless
that the
of your
princess
action.
and I should always be meeting up, but then the fate is always just different whenever I choose to pick a different path or something like that, which then leads to where the goddess then sees the path that we have chosen and then puts us on another kind of different kind of thing path. So for me, I'd say the princess and the goddess are 2 different beings in a sense, but at the same time, I feel like as if they're also somewhat connected.
Interesting thoughts. I get it now. I'll ask it like Cyle, as the player, in a personal sense. Even can step outside the game itself. You as the player, as you, Cyle, as a person, what are your personal thoughts on the princess and then separately the goddess? They could be the exact same opinion. That's the journey that you take after all. If your opinion is the exact same of both, well then that is your answer. There is no correct answer to my question, by the way, right?
I think the princess is very almost confused in a sense, to where she doesn't know her definition of what being free is, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I love that explanation. Okay, excellent. You can do more, or yeah, just move on to the goddess.
Yeah, whereas the goddess here seems to have very much of a much more bigger, broader sense to what
she has a bigger picture.
Yeah, of what
goal it seems.
Of what it is, what peace means to her, and everything like that. Does not mean necessarily that peace is calming and stuff like that. Peace can mean many different kinds of things. for this matter. So in a sense, it's like the princess is very much chained and everything like that, to where she thinks her point of view, being freed, is like just simply getting out of this whole thing, while as the goddess is thinking of a much more bigger picture here. A much more bigger. That's why we're taking more than one loop here. 4 loops at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so interesting. I love your thoughts, Kyle. You could continue if you want. And with the mentality now, with all that said, what will you do now in the 5th loop? Will things change? Will you do things differently? Will you? What are your thoughts about it differently? But what I find fascinating to elaborate to all the audience in hindsight. So interesting. Loop number 5. Your thoughts, or your opinion, basically, personally, Kyle, are different of the goddess versus the princess. And that's all I'll go into. Like, that's very interesting. Again, there's no wrong decision. It's interesting how you even how you described it. That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, then finally, let me say it like this. Okay, I shouldn't. I feel like this is kind of pushing it a bit too much, but Kyle, just bear with me with this. I'll just do it simply put, and then I won't explain anything because I don't think I should, as a matter of fact. The princess. Well, actually, let's do it like this. Every quote-unquote character in this narrative thus far, is your opinion, your personal opinion, you, Kyle, I'm asking you, my friend, is it positive, negative, or maybe in between a middle? Or like at this point, you should have somewhat of an opinion. So if it's like, as in it shouldn't not be, it's unclear. At this point, you should probably have at least somewhat an opinion. So it could just be, I feel neutral. I feel fine. It's whatever, middle of the road. So start with the princess, the most important, I would guess. What's your personal opinion? Positive, middle of the road, negative? In a nutshell. You can explain if you want, but I think this is very, very telling for everybody, for the audience, of how you're feeling about your experience with Slay the Princess going into the 5th loop.
I feel like the princess is... I feel like the princess is... not like a mean person or a nice person. It's more just like she's lost.
So then we'll I guess we'll see. You'll understand why I'm phrasing it like this for the audience's sake and your sake later. But so I won't explain. But so to you, it's probably like more like how you personally, Kyle, feel about the princess. Neutral. It's not positive or negative. It's just simply neutral. Is this correct? Or what's the best answer of the 3 I'm giving you? As in, there are only 3 answers. What is the best answer in your opinion?
I think the best answer I can only give it is more neutral more than anything.
It's as in it's closer to neutral than anything else. Okay, yeah, fair. Sure. Now the goddess. See, the more I hear you talk, so then what's your opinion of the goddess? If you think the goddess is separate than the princess, that's what I found fascinating. What you've said so far.
The goddess, I'm a little bit slight on the positive stuff. Not totally
leaning positive,
but slight positive. Yeah. Just because of the fact she has no intentions of harming us or anything like that. She has no intentions of anything of sort of that kind of stuff. She's just there to kind of like, in a way, almost to judge of what we are doing in this path. And she's just kind of vicariously just watching, seeing what we're going to do. Every action we do, it causes a reaction, basically.
Yes.
And she's honestly just reacting to what we're doing. And...
Interesting. Yeah. Again, I won't comment about because of the lore reasons, but
and no matter what we say, she always says, "I'll be right here waiting for you."
Yes. Now, I guess we could just do the 3rd one, because, like, I could ask about what do you think of your character, as in the in-game, but that's, you'll see about your character, and even the voices you'll see. Finally, then, 3rd, and then I'll allow you to continue your playthrough. What do you think about, right on the screen, the narrator? What's your opinion of the narrator? Positive, neutral, or negative?
Neutral negative.
Maybe leaning towards negative. Interesting. Wow. Okay.
Neutral negative, and it's kind of been there the whole time, actually.
It's yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Like I said, there's no. Thank you, Fascinating. There's no wrong answer. I don't even want to say what my opinions of all that. What I said when I was playing myself. So like that's why. With that said, I love that you answered that. Thank you, Kyle. I think everyone appreciates your answers. And now with that said, now it's truly time to start the 5th loop and beyond.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, at this point, do we even need to do all this stuff for this part?
Oh, well, now I'll actually like give you. That's 5th. I'll give you a real response. Most of the time, there are maybe I'll say this. There are maybe a couple answers here that actually change things. The rest of them are just optional fluff. As in, it's just optional dialogue that technically won't change anything in the long term, but in the short term, you get to hear some interesting dialogue, right? That's what I mean by fluff. It won't affect things in the long term, so with that said, honestly, if you don't want to ask them again, then don't ask them again. It probably won't matter, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna say for this one, we're just gonna go to the cabin. Let's just go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
It's such a shame you can't just turn and walk into the woods anymore, because you did it that one. You already did that route. That's why they won't allow you to do it anymore, Kyle. I would have loved to see you do the walk away from the cabin
before you go
route.
any further.
Like to completion. You kind of like got an early game over in that. I would have loved to see you finish that route. That one is
She will
crazy.
lie, she will cheat,
Oh well.
and she will do everything in her power
It's
to
literally
stop
not
you
meant
from
to be. The
slaying
game
her.
will not allow you to do it anymore.
Don't
so,
believe
yeah.
a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Oh, but this
She's a princess. We're supposed
Maybe
to
you've already
save
thought of it.
princesses, not slay them.
definitely affects things, as you can imagine. Whether or
Ignore him.
not you
He
choose
doesn't know
to
what he's
take the
talking
blade
about.
upcoming in the cabin. That definitely will change things. As you could probably, if you've been paying attention to Kyle, should be obvious, just clear.
Yeah.
The blade or no blade definitely affects what will happen beyond. So what will you choose?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
How interesting, we could still just enter the basement with no blade. Because I'm still trying to think of what else did I not explore without the blade, basically. But since we didn't take the blade last time, I think we should this time take the blade. Just to make things a bit more interesting. Let's take it. She's definitely gonna have a different feeling.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
There you go. I
without
was
it.
just gonna allow you to choose whatever, and then what I would say is, honestly, at this point, taking the blade gives you more options of like different outcomes. That's not to say, as you see, entering the blade with no blade. No, there's still outcomes, different options you've never seen, but they're harder to get to at this point because you've done like 4 loops of no blade, something like that.
That's why I was like, also
The more loops you do of no blade, obviously the harder it is to get new content. Yeah, so. I feel like that's not correct. I feel like you've only taken the blade maybe 1 time. I don't know if you've
The
ever
door to
taken the blade
basement
more than
creaks
one
open,
in one loop.
revealing a
so
staircase faintly
this might be
illuminated
the
by an
second time you've
unseen
taken the
light
blade.
in the room
but it's
below.
the first time
This is
after
an
we killed,
oppressive
after we actually
place.
tried to kill her.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.